So we're based here in Mountain View. We're based locally, and a lot of people have seen that as a bad idea. A lot of folks have said, as a media company, you'd want to be where the New York Times and where Vice and Vox and BuzzFeed and NPR and others are. So likely New York or DC, or at worst, you might want to be in San Francisco or Oakland. And we originally were here, honestly, because my mom lived here and I needed to be close. But I don't know. I love Mountain View. You know, they always joke that I should be president of the Chamber of Commerce because I'm such a big fan. And I actually, I always wanted, you know, even after things changed, and if I wanted to, I could have left the area. I kind of wanted our team to be here because I felt like if we were in New York, they would always compare themselves with Vice and Vox and BuzzFeed and the New York Times. And I actually wanted their competitive set to include Apple and Tesla and Snap and Uber and others. And so I wanted them to really think big and to be open. And I wanted the people who they were bumping into at dinner and at parties and at other places to include that set and not just the other set. So I often admire what happened at ESPN, which started in a little middle of nowhere, no disrespect to Connecticut, but Bristol, Connecticut, which is not exactly a bustling metropolis, but that's where they built for what has been for a time the most successful TV network. And I don't necessarily think that's an accident. And so, yes, I think a lot of times we would have an easier time recruiting. We'd have fewer issues with commuting and those sorts of things. But I like being in Silicon Valley. I like being somewhere different. And I think in many ways it keeps us different and it makes us bolder and it makes us consider crazy ideas that turn into television shows or festivals or other sorts of things that I think we otherwise wouldn't have done because that's not what the most natural competitive set was doing. I think we've been less followers and more leaders because we're, I don't want to call Mountain View the wilderness, but we're not on the same path.